Hey guys, Howie here, and welcome back to the Playbook Update Extended, episode number 4. If you guys were to say that I'd be making this kind of video in Octoberish, I'd say you're crazy. But we're talking about the Boston Bruins, and it's official. They are in the Stanley Cup Finals. They finished with a sweep of the Carolina Hurricanes. It's kind of baffling. I was watching Game 1 and I thought to myself, we might actually have a shot. I'm pretty sure we were down in that game originally. Came back and blew them out of the water. Game 2, even more of a blowout. That was 6-2. Obviously. Game 3, the 2-1 game, that was not as close as people might think. The Bruins controlled the tempo for a lot of it, and they were up 2-0. And Game 4 was a lot of the rest of the series. And there's some key players that I think were involved. But first of all, let's talk about a lot of players. There are 6 players on the Bruins who were in the top 30 in postseason points. As you guys can see, we have Brad Marchand. He is 2nd. David Pastrnak, he is 3rd. David Krejci is 7th. Patrice Bergeron is 10th. Cole is 13th. And Torrey Krug is 17th. Now, Bergeron wasn't so high on this list, but last night he was able to get 2 goals and an assist. David Pastrnak also jumped up quite a bit because he had a goal and 2 assists last night, and he's somebody who I would like to talk about a bit. So, he had a phenomenal regular season. He had the most Bruins goals, and as you guys can see, he was 14th in the entire league. Now, that's a lot more impressive considering that there's twice as many teams now. Obviously, people like Alec Ovechkin were at the absolute top of the list, but still quite an impressive feat by Pastrnak for somebody who's only been with the Bruins for a couple of years. And of course, I do have his postseason points listed again. And I really don't know what to say about Pastrnak, the next player I'm going to talk about, or just anybody on this list, because it's something I just didn't expect. I mean, we're the boys club. We're blow game 82 and miss the playoffs by a point. We're losing the first round in like 5 or 6 games, but this season, we're still in it. And Pastrnak is somebody who I did not have high hopes for when we originally got for, believe it or not, but I think that he has grown significantly, and now he's at the top of the NHL goal scorers, which is interesting. The Bruins' main players, Bergeron and Marchand, they usually are holding down the fort with a couple key players in the background. However, Pastrnak has definitely made himself more of a team leader. I do not want to say team captain because we actually have 42-year-old Zdeno Chara at the helm as our captain, playing like he is 32 for the record. Next player I wanted to talk about is Brad Marchand. He had 36 goals, and that was enough for 18th. Again, postseason points. He is 2nd. He is behind, I believe, one of the Sharks players, as the Sharks are currently dominating the top of the postseason points. So you would actually assume that the Sharks should be blowing everybody else out of the water. But no, even though 5 of the 7 players at the top of the list are from the Sharks, with Logan Couture being number 1, he has 20 points. It is the Bruins who are winning their finals in a sweep. Interesting. Of course, Brad Marchand, I thought he was getting a little older and washed up. Obviously, it's been 8 years since the Bruins originally won their Stanley Cup. Of course, there's a lot of new faces. We got rid of a lot of people that I was not originally happy about, like Horton and Sagan, but we have seemed to manage decently well, I guess, and now we have really reaped the benefits of young players. It's taken a while, but here we are. And just a friendly reminder that the West Finals are going to be continuing tonight. The Sharks lead the Blues in their series 2-1. And like I said, the Sharks have 5 of the 7 players at the top of the points for the postseason. All 3 games relatively competitive. The last one was the most competitive game. Game 1, the Sharks easily won 6-3. Game 2, the Blues were able to take it 4-2, and the Sharks, obviously, having the most competitive game, 5-4 win over the Blues. The series will continue tonight in St. Louis.
I'm sorry, I can't search for that type of show.
Wonderful. But you can tonight on NBC Sports. I'm Howie, and I will see you later.